Today we're going to use all of my new decks. I bought a whole bunch of new decks, and this one is called Close to Home. So this is a really nice one. It's kind of like daily advice. So we'll pull a few of these ones first. I hope you can hear me. Okay. I think my mic might have been a little low on battery last time because it sounded really quiet. You'd think if I was wearing a mic on my lapel that you'd be able to hear my voice really good, but anyway. Okay, this is our first one. Okay. So how am I going to do this? Oh, yes, like this. In a place close to home, there was a scale. Find balance. Look at that. I love these cards. So find balance. I'll leave the words up, although the images are so beautiful. Okay. So this one says, in a place close to home, there was devotion. Never forget loyalty. Look at that. What a beautiful card. Okay. One more. One more, Spirit. So if you like, leave a like, subscribe and share, or share a comment. And if you like the vibe, subscribe. Did I say welcome to my space? My handle is Firewoman. One more, Spirit. There we go. Okay. Ooh, in a place close to home, there was abundance. You are enough. These are awesome cards. So we have a scale, find balance, devotion, never forget loyalty, and abundance. You are enough. Next, we have this deck, Pocket Full of Goddess, a Blessing Oracle. These are really nice cards. It's a mini deck, which is perfect for the size of my hands. My hands are tiny, so the smaller the deck, the better for me anyway. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this card came up. It says focus. Athena, focus. Be blessed with Athena's gifts of stamina, focus, and receptivity to take you to your goals. Let's see. Her power will sustain you in keeping your eye on the prize while riding the course of change. She aids you in accessing your creative skills to overcome all obstacles and distractions that you find your way and achieve victory in your life. So we will put that under the scale. So we have a scale, find balance. And then this one is gifts of stamina, focus, and receptivity to take you to your goals. Oh, interesting. The next one is radiant joy. So this one says, sorry, I'm using bifocals. And in order to see, I'm kind of lifting my head way up. So let's hold the card down so you're not staring up my nostrils. Oh, but then you can't see it in the thing. How about that? Is that better? Not for me. I have to look like this. Okay, so maybe I'll just read it. Amaterasu, radiant joy. Amaterasu, the Shinto sun goddess, bestows the gifts of healing, radiant light, and bountiful joy that come after emerging from darkness. Let her loving warmth enfold you in comfort and support, where you are free to express your beautiful sunny self. Receive Amaterasu's help to find your optimism for life, that you may manifest your heart's joy and light the way for others. Okay, so gifts of healing, radiant light and bountiful joy that come after emerging from darkness. Wow, and that goes under the devotion, never forget loyalty. The next one is patience. So it says, Mother Mary patience. Mother Mary is the essence of perfect trust. She is the sorry, I lost my spot. She is the compassionate mother who embodies patience and knows that all is occurring as it should be in its perfect time. Let her radiating trust uplift and sustain you during times of struggle and impatience. Let her radiating trust uplift and sustain you during times of struggle and impatience. Did I just read that twice? Be blessed in finding your own inner peace and comfort as your desires manifest in perfect order and timing. And this goes under abundance. You are enough. And Mother Mary is the essence of perfect trust. Okay. I think I'm going to turn these over so I can see the picture. And then if I forget what the card means, I'll turn it over and read it. think that makes more sense. Okay, so we did those. Now we'll choose some from the Pocket Animal Spirit deck. So this deck has Animal Spirit. And I do believe they're oracle cards. So the cards are saying balance and focus. The focus card has the Chariot, which is also balance. The loyalty card has two dogs on it, so that's kind of resembling balance. Or a pair with a heart, which is kind of like a lover's card. There's two of them, right? With a heart. So relationship, some kind of partnership. And radiant joy is under that one. And what was this? Yeah, devotion, loyalty. And then this one was abundance, and it's the Ace of Cups. And the patience card is underneath it. So if you're patient, don't rush things, you'll get your abundance. So balance, loyalty, joy, and abundance. Patience, focus, radiant joy, patience. Peace. Yeah, get in the zone and your abundance will show up. Okay, so let's see what the animal spirit has to say. Animal spirits, what do you have to say today? Ooh. Oh, the frog. Oh my God. Woggy Foggy. This is one of my spirit animals. That is so cool. So I'm going to grab the book. Actually, yeah. And I'll see what it has to say about the frog spirit here. I'm I'm really happy to see this. And of course, it's the water. Did I show you the card? It's the water sign, of course. And that's going under balance and focus. The Woggy Foggy. How sweet is that? I haven't looked at this book yet, so I'm not sure where everything is. So happy to see this card come up. First card I pull with this deck, and it's my spirit animal, or one of the many spirit animals that I work with. So the frog, clearing, cleansing, healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within its healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. Awesome. Let's get another one. Oop. The next one is the dolphin. It's a very colorful card. And again, we're still in the water. We're in the water. Water sign. Dolphin, dolphin. Okay. Innately intelligent healer, light and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. Wow. So there's the devotion, radiant joy, and the active healer. Balance, focus, and what was the frog again? Clearing, cleansing, healing. Okay, let's get another one. I like my new cards. How exciting. If you like, leave a like, share, and comment. If you like the vibe, please subscribe. My handle is FireWoman. Welcome to my live stream. I'm away from home right now. As you can probably tell, this is a hotel room. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn on my disco light. There we go. Okay, I pulled the wolf. Wow. So the next card is the wolf. And we'll put that under abundance, patience, and we'll read what the wolf is all about. And of course, the wolf is, I do believe it is the earth sign. Let me just confirm that. Yes, earth, of course. Okay. Wolf. Guardian of family and tribe activism ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, and fearless. So that's the wolf energy. And that sits under abundance and patience. Wow. Guardian of family, tribe, activism, ritual. Nice. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, next we have the Elemental Oracle deck. Okay. This deck is quite large. I can manage it now. Oh, need to get used to these ones. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So let's pull a few of these ones. Elemental Oracle. So we have balance, focus, the frog, cleansing. We have devotion, radiant joy, and the dolphin. And we have abundance, patience, and the wolf. It's all such nice energy. Okay, so let's cut. We have the lake. The lake. Depth. And that goes under the frog. How fitting is that? So let's read about the lake. Oh, where is it? Oh, right here. Okay. So it says, depth. Do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive, do the research, do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with a decision. Ooh. Word of power. Profunde is Latin, meaning deep. Lakes are natural, self-contained bodies of water. Blah, blah, blah. Lakes are natural, self-contained bodies of water not connected with an ocean. They have their own ecosystems and often contain their own endemic species. How interesting. Most have at least one stream or river directing the flow outwards. The different classifications of lakes include glacial, tectonic, fluvial, and shoreline, and those formed by meteorites hitting the earth. As they are often freshwater, historically, lakes have attracted human occupancy as they are a water source. On Earth, most lakes were formed in the higher northern latitudes, although there are notable exceptions in Africa. Spiritually, lakes have been places of magic and power. Lake Wanaka in New Zealand is said to breathe in and out with the giant that lies underneath. That lies underneath it. Lake Baikal in Siberia, sometimes referred to as the Sacred Sea, is the largest source of fresh water in the world, containing, over 20% of the world's unfrozen fresh water. Wow. Over 630 kilometers long, Baikal is very deep and its waters are very clear and contains over 3,000 unique species. One common shamanic practice is the offering of a small amount of vodka in certain sacred spots. It is also believed that something should be thrown into any fire you light as an offering to the spirits. It is said that if you bathe here or in other lakes such as Lagar Floyd in Iceland, you will receive healing energies from the pure and ancient waters. And of course, the element is water. And that goes underneath the frog spirit. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's get another one. Okay, Spirit. Let's get another card from this deck. From the Elemental Oracle. Ooh, life breath. That's the next card. Life breath. Let's see. Life breath. Not familiar with this book yet, so I'm going really slow. Oh, was this it? Breath, yes. Okay. Not sure if I should put the light right there. I'll move it over. How about like that? That's better. Okay. So breath, life. Focus on your breath. Allow it to guide your actions and flow. Fear often means breath holding. Let that all go. There is a place for slowing down your breath and being mindful of it. Take a deep breath and rethink your strategy. Take a deep breath and pause a few seconds before exhaling, which will train you to give yourself that little bit more time and space. Power word, or word of power, Zoe, ancient Greek, meaning life. Simply breathe can be seen as an inhalation or exhalation from the lungs. It is the process of passing air into our lungs for respiration. However, the pace of the breath and the quality can demonstrably change state, mood, and even peak physical functionality. If you are not breathing deeply enough, it excuse me, it affects the function of your muscles. So when you start yawning, it's a sign that you need to fill your lungs with air because you're holding your breath. So if you're not breathing deeply enough, it affects the function of your muscles, including your heart, your capacity to take in enough oxygen, excuse me, to feed your organs and brain, and of course, your sleep patterns. Snoring interferes with breathing. So if you find you wake up gasping for air, you might need to get one of those CPAP machines so that you don't shorten your life expectancy by depriving your organs of oxygen. Certain physical and spiritual pathways, such as yoga, I think I need a CPAP machine, but I keep putting it up. Anyway, certain physical and spiritual pathways, such as yoga and meditation, have always had a potent effect on the power of the breath. Breathing through the nose using the diaphragm and allowing your body's muscles to relax enough to get a full breath are just a few ways you can receive the power of having more oxygen in your body. Keeping your chest open and an upright posture allows your lungs to better do their work. The emotion of fear or feeling stress often sends hormones rushing into the body that speed up breathing, or shock will cause you to hold your breath in the form of rapid inhalation. If you realize this is a behavior you regularly do, try to be mindful and relax. Stop and take a deeper and slower mindful breath, which will give you more action and flow, element of air. So that's under devotion, radiant joy, dolphin. And then the breath of life. Okay, one more. Spirit. So we need one under abundance, patience, and the wolf sign. We have 2 water signs and 1 earth. Well, actually, we have 3 water signs. The lake is a water sign, and air is the breath, and we have earth. We have cup. That's another water sign, so that's actually 4 water signs. Interesting. And we have 2 dogs and a wolf. We have 2 horses, a frog, a dolphin, and we have 2 hearts. Ooh. No, we have 1, 2, 3 hearts on the table here. Okay, I'll cut. Ooh, the cave. Protection. Here it is. Okay. Cave protection. You are loved and protected in your endeavors. Know yourself. Taking silent time is good for your mental health. Retreating after periods of extreme hard work is a positive. Be embraced by nature. Word of power. Clypeus, Latin for shield. Caves can be considered to be the first human shelter and temples. These natural spaces in the ground or by the sea, and including rock walls or rocks, provided shelter and temperature control in extreme environments. For example, fire for warmth and cooking would be safe from wind and precipitation. Caves are normally formed by erosion, most commonly of limestone, by water or wind. Caves are the natural habitat for specific bacteria, plant species, and animals such as bats and salamanders. They became a natural haven for art and communication with the gods and ancestors. The oldest cave art found at the time of writing is in South Africa at Pinnacle Point. It is estimated to be about 170,000 years old. Sacred caves used for rituals such as those in Crete, India, and China often contain sacred paintings and statues and were further followed or hollowed out to expand them. The fact that many caves have incredible sound qualities, such as magnification of sound or echoing, allows for more otherworldly aspects to come to the fore. Caves were also seen by some cultures as portals to the other or underworlds and were utilized burial sites. So it's the element of earth. And how fitting it goes underneath the wolf, which is an earth sign. And so it's underneath abundance, patience, wolf, and both the wolf and the are earth signs. How interesting. Oh. Okay, we'll use the Storyteller Tarot for some clarification. Let's clarify. This card says focus. And the frog is healing and rejuvenation. And the lake, balance, healing, rejuvenation, focus. So let's get a card for this line here. Okay. These cards are the biggest tarot cards I have. My brand new deck here. Let's get a card for this line of balance, focus, frog and lake. Balance, focus, frog and lake. Take this one here. Two of Scepters. So this is the card. And it has two fish. So under balance, focus, we have the frog, lake, and now two fish under the lake. And it's the Two of Scepters. So let's see. Scepters. So, Pisces. It is said that a great monster hunted the gods with the intent to destroy them all. And in his endeavors, he came upon Aphrodite and Eros on the bank of a river. The two gods quickly transformed themselves into fish and dove into the water so they could make a hasty escape. Thanks to their foresight, they were never separated for even a moment. They had connected their tails with a cord to ensure they could remain together no matter what hardships they faced downstream. The two fish were granted a place in the night sky to commemorate the goddess of beauty and the god of love escaping destruction that day. So planning for the future, partnership, leaving comfort, travel. The upright card indicates that while change can be difficult and often uncomfortable, it is not in your favor to remain stagnant due to fear, indecision, or poor preparation. Careful planning is critical at this moment. Awesome. So balance, focus, frog, Lake and Two of Scepters. Okay, let's get another card. Oof. Two came out. And they're both hearts. So, Page of Hearts and the Ten of Hearts. Let's see here. Page of Hearts. It's a nice card. All right. The Page of Hearts. The Winged Petassos. The Winged Petassos. Used for traveling and made of felt, leather, or straw. The winged Petassos became one of the symbols of Hermes, the Greek messenger deity. Easily able to cross divine boundaries, Hermes is able to journey swiftly between the immortal divine realms, the underworld, and the mortal world of man, conveying messages between them all and functioning as an emissary. Curiosity, a message from youth, creative opportunities. When upright, this card indicates that spontaneous creativity has come to you, and new ideas or creative opportunities make you want to spring into action. You might be inspired by your own inner child's creative spirit. Take it as a sign your powerful intuition can be tapped as a resource right now. The Page of Hearts can also indicate an unexpected but pleasant surprise. Be open to receiving it when it comes, even though you won't be able to anticipate or guess what it could be. Ooh, so that's underneath Devotion, Radiant Joy, Dolphin, Breath of Life. Wow. And then we have the 10 of Hearts. Okay, so Pot of Gold. A poor farmer in Ireland was pulling out the last carrot in his field and discovered a leprechaun dangling from its roots. He promised the farmer and his wife one wish in return for letting him go, but the farmer instead wished for many, many things. This dismayed the leprechaun, who told them they could have it all and more should they find his pot of gold hidden at the end of the rainbow, leaving the farmer and his wife chasing rainbows forever, since one can never really reach the end of a rainbow. When the Irish came to the United States, a core belief they brought with them was working hard for one's fortune. This was often referred to as securing their own pot of gold, a lasting wealth and fulfillment for themselves and their generations to come. So harmony, fulfillment, bliss. Okay. The upright card means you are completely fulfilled and your romantic and familial relationships are loving and full of happiness. The 10 of Hearts reminds you that you are blessed because not only do you have what you need emotionally, but you give it back as well. You've created a situation and a life due to trusting your heart and following your inner wisdom. You should continue to do so in all things. And that's the perfect card for the position it's in. It's in the position of the overall energy here. And now we can take a look at the board and do some clarifying. Let's see, what do we want to clarify? And I'll use the Medicine Woman Tarot deck for clarifying. So we have focus, radiant joy, and patience. I want to clarify all three of those. Okay. So we have balance and focus. What should we focus on here? The frog is healing. Oh. Seven of Pipes. Let's see what the Seven of Pipes has to say. Overcome doubt by action of the self unbound. Overcome doubt. Focus on overcoming doubt. Yeah, to be balanced, you can't be doubting yourself. And to heal, you can't doubt yourself. I forget what lake stands for again. The lake. Deep dive. Yeah, when you're taking a deep dive, you don't want to doubt either. Okay, and the Pisces, two scepters, what was that? Planning for the future, partnership, leaving comfort, travel. You don't want to be doubting yourself with that either. So, interesting. Yeah, Pisces. Okay. And we will clarify radiant joy. So, devotion. Radiant joy, two of arrows. Ooh, radiant joy, two of arrows. Is this what I think it is? Aim high above the common thought. Oh, okay. Two of arrows. Oh, okay. Aim high above the common thought. And you're high vibing, so you'll find your radiant joy when you stay in that high vibe, right? Aim high above the common thought. Don't go into a lower vibration. Stay in your high vibration. Nice. Okay, patience. Ooh. And 2 jumped out for patience. We have the 8 of pipes and the apprentice of pipes. Isn't that interesting? 8 of pipes and the apprentice of pipes. Okay, pipes. Develop your art from stillness. Wow. Patience. Develop your art from stillness. So when you're idle and still, you need, you need the patience to be idle and still. Develop your art from stillness. So you're going to develop your art from stillness. So have patience so you can be still so that you can develop your art. And the apprentice says, feel your body as a channel of power. So when you're being still, you can channel and develop your art. And you will have patience. Oh, this is so exciting. I just love this read. And beautiful clarifiers. Wow. Okay, let's do some more clarifying with the Animal Tarot deck. Okay. So, what are we clarifying this round? With the Animal Tarot. Let's do the lake, breath, and cave. We'll clarify those 3. So let's clarify the lake energy here. Okay, we have 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Wow. For the lake. So the lake is about a deep dive. Do the research. Do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with the decision. And the swords. 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords says despondency, healing, guidance. So do not take the shallow alternative, deep dive, do the research, do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with the decision. Guidance. Okay. Healing. Waters are healing. What does despondency mean? Despondency. 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 It means a state of low spirits caused by severe loss of hope, courage, or deep sadness. So do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture. Hopelessness, misery, and discouragement resulting from overwhelming adversity. So you may be depressed, so you need to go deep to see the whole picture. And take your time with decisions, because you'll be in a depression with that energy. See what the 8 of Swords brings. So go on a deep dive to figure out this depression. That's what I'm getting. And entrapment, victimization, the 8 of Swords. So depression because you were victimized. So you need to go for a deep dive to rectify this energy. You need your frog to heal in the waters of the lake and take a deep dive to heal depression and victimization. What was the Pisces again? 2 of Scepters. Planning for the future, partnership, leaving comfort, travel. So you need to do this deep dive to heal this depression and victimization before you plan for the future and create this partnership, to leave your comfort zone and travel. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's clarify the life breath. And the Six of Swords, look at that. It has a fish on it. Okay, the deep dives, anglerfish that lives way down in the depths of the ocean. And I think on the Eight of Swords, it's an otter, I do believe. Wow. Interesting. So we pulled the King of Cups to clarify the life of breath. King of Cups. Okay, so it says balance, diplomacy, compassion. So we're getting balance again. There's like 3 balance cards now. So life breath. Let's see what that means again. Let's see, compassion, breath. Okay, breath was focus on your breath. Allow it to guide your actions. Balance, diplomacy, compassion. Fear often means breath holding. Let that all go. There is a place for slowing down your breath and being mindful of it. Take a deep breath and rethink your strategy. Take a deep breath and pause for a few seconds before exhaling. Compassion. Compassion. Diplomacy. Balance. So breathing. Allow it to guide your actions and flow. So you will become more balanced and diplomatic and compassionate when you take the time to focus and breathe. And it'll bring you into the flow so that you are balanced and diplomatic and compassionate, so that you're not in a state of fear. Wow. Okay. So the cave. The cave is you are loved and protected in your endeavors. Know yourself. Taking silent time is good for your mental health. Retreating after periods of extreme hard work is positive. Be embraced by nature. So let's clarify the cave. So there's two birds and a hat with wings on the table. Oh, and there's a bunch of butterflies and birds on this card as well. Oh, there's a crane on that card. Oh, there's lots of birds, actually. Okay, let's clarify the cave. And we have the Ten of Swords, and it landed in the reverse. So, let's see the Ten of Swords. Just a moment here. Find it in the book first. So, in reverse, despair, recovery, escape. When reversed, the Ten of Swords indicates you're currently fighting an inevitable conclusion, and in doing so, you're only succeeding in making things worse. Find the root of your pain and take steps to seek out your release. Know yourself. Silent time is good for your mental health. So if you take some time for yourself, silent time, you can recover, escape from any mental problems. So retreat after periods of extreme hard work to recover and escape. Be embraced by nature so that you're not in despair. So go out into nature. Beautiful. Well, I think that concludes the read for tonight. Balance, focus, wow, healing. Go on a deep dive for your mental health, and yeah, go in the cave and retreat. Have patience and stillness so that you can get your gifts, and look after your tribe. There's healing and abundance, and devotion toward your community, and the ultimate Ten of Hearts sums it all up. You know, the Ten of Hearts is the overall energy, and it's your pot of gold. So go on the deep dive, go into the cave, do some healing, and you'll get your pot of gold. That's an awesome read, everybody. I hope you have a good night. I'm going to wrap it up and leave it at that. It's the perfect ending. And when this card came up, I knew that everything would resolve itself, and it did. And remember to go into nature and do some healing and be silent so that your gifts can come. When you're in a silent space, that's when you can connect and receive your abundance, your pot of gold. Awesome. Couldn't get any better than this. Thank you for spending your time with me, and we'll see you here again. Have a good night, everybody.